दोस्तों, ब्रेनियक आईएएस में आपका फिर से स्वागत है। तो आज का हमारा टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन है सी फ्लोर स्प्रेडिंग थ्योरी। दिस सी फ्लोर स्प्रेडिंग थ्योरी वाज propounded by Henry Hess. दोस्तों, अपन को सी फ्लोर के बारे में ज़्यादा पुराने टाइम से नहीं पता था। We have done voyages on seas and various sea ferries, but we actually do not know what is the inside the sea, what is exactly the sea floor. तो सी फ्लोर के बारे में अपन को रिसेंटली लगभग इन 1950s वी नो अबाउट दिस सी फ्लोर। व्हाट इज दिस सी फ्लोर? पहले हम सोचते थे जैसा अपना जमीन है उसी तरीके से पानी की भी सतह होगी, बट ऐसा नहीं है। सी फ्लोर्स आर डिफरेंट। सी फ्लोर्स में रिजेस हैं, वॉल्केनिक माउंट्स हैं। कुछ कुछ माउंटेन्स तो इतने बड़े हैं कि आइलैंड्स फॉर्म कर देते हैं। जब वो सी सरफेस से ऊपर आते हैं तो वो आइलैंड्स फॉर्म कर देते हैं। तो जब 1950s में सोनार डिस्कवर हुई तो उससे अपने को मेनली सी फ्लोर के बारे में पता चला कि सी फ्लोर, और अभी भी अपन पूरी तरीके से सी फ्लोर के बारे में जान नहीं पाए इतनी सालों से, इतनी रिसर्चेस के बाद भी, कि एग्जैक्टली कि पूरे सी में क्या है। सोनार से अपन को थोड़ा बहुत सी फ्लोर के बारे में पता चला कि देयर आर फ्लैटलैंड्स ऑन सी फ्लोर्स, देयर आर माउंटेन्स, देन we got to know about the rock formation on sea floor, the age of the rock on the sea floor, etc. Main discovery related to this was of mid-oceanic ridges. Mid-oceanic ridges, ये क्या है mid-oceanic ridges? ये हम आगे समझेंगे। तो सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन आता है कि रिज क्या होता है। रिज इज बेसिकली अ चेन ऑफ माउंटेन्स। रिज क्या है? चेन ऑफ माउंटेन्स और hills that form a continuous elevated crust for an extended distance. तो ये ridge है। These mid-oceanic ridges are the belt of intense volcanic activities. तो देखते हैं ridges क्या होती हैं। These ridges are like the sea mounts with continuous volcanic activity, continuous volcanic eruptions. And in these ridges, as we move from far away from these ridges, the rocks of the ridges are of same age on both the sides. Suppose these are the rocks. Suppose this rock is nearly 1 million year old. So this rock is also 1 million year old, and this rock is suppose 40 million year old. So this rock is also 40 million year olds. As we move far away from the ridges, rocks are of same age. आगे अभी जैसे अपन ने लास्ट क्लास में we have studied about continental rift theory. So this sea floor spreading theory is a connecting link between the continental rift theory and the future class we will study about plate tectonic theory. तो plate tectonic movements of the plate, तो ये एक तरीके से कनेक्टिंग लिंक है दोनों को आपस में जोड़ने का, कि कैसे कॉन्टिनेंटल रिफ्ट थ्योरी और प्लेट टेक्टोनिक थ्योरी में कनेक्शन है। तो इसको अपन समझते हैं। जब 1950s में सोनार की डिस्कवरी हुई तो सी फ्लोर की मैपिंग हुई। इस मैपिंग से अपन को बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिली। जैसे फर्स्ट इंफॉर्मेशन वी गॉट दैट along this mid-oceanic ridges there is a continuous sign of volcanic activity. Continuous volcanic activity. And this volcanic activity is confined to this mid-oceanic ridges region only. Second evidence we got from the mapping is same age of rocks on both the side of the ridges. same age rocks on both the side of ridges. The third information we got that the sediments on ocean floors are nowhere older than 200, 150 to 200 million years old. On ocean floor is nowhere older than 200 million years. जबकि अपने continents के rocks are as old as 30 to 100 million years. And as you know, the age of our Earth is nearly 4600 million years. है ना? So, but the sediments on ocean floor is nowhere older than 200 million years. So, why is this difference between the age of the rocks of the continent and the age of the rocks of ocean? So, this we understand in this theory. Fourth evidence is the oceanic crust is thinner than the continental crust. ये कुछ एविडेंस मिले अपन को सी फ्लोर मैपिंग से कि continuous volcanic activity, same age of rocks on both the side of ridges, and the sediments on ocean floor is nowhere older than 200 million years, and the oceanic crust is thinner than the continental crust. As you have studied that this continental crust is nearly 40 to 50 kilometer thick, while oceanic crust is only 8 to 10 kilometer thick. So, as basalt rocks on oceanic crust contains magnetic properties, as these are formed due to magma. So they have magnetic properties, and by studying these magnetic properties, these magnetic records in the rocks on the oceanic crust, researchers have calculated that how much oceanic crust has formed over last 19 year olds. You know, last 19 million years, how much of oceanic crust is found. Researchers try to calculate it with the help of these magnetic properties. So let's see our theory. Based on this observation, Harry has proposed his seafloor spreading theory in 1961. According to the theory, there was a constant eruption of magma at Oceanic ridges, and this eruption caused rupture of oceanic crust, causing rupture of oceanic crust and creation of new crust. So, which pushes the oceanic crust on either side, thereby creating the new crust. So what is this? Let's see with the help of diagram. This is our mid-oceanic ridges. There's a continuous sign of volcanic activity in these mid-oceanic ridges. Because of this volcanic eruption, these ridges push away from each other. When these ridges got pushed away from each other, they got subduct near the trenches, and because of this subduction, these ridges got deformed into magma. As you know that on the top of the earth there is lithosphere, Below lithosphere, there is asthenosphere, which is semi-liquid, semi-solid. So these ridges got subduct near trenches. These are the trenches. These trenches are the deepest part of the ocean, and because of this subduction, these oceanic crust got deformed into magma, and again this magma come out and formation of the new oceanic crust. When this magma cools down, the new oceanic crust formed on both the sides, and these oceanic crust are of the same age as we move from uh, ridge tower range. These oceanic crust of same age, and all these process nearly take about 200 million years. These processes do not take more than 200 million years. It take maximum of 200 million years to complete this process of the creation and destruction of the oceanic crust. With the destruction of the oceanic crust, the new oceanic crust forms, and because of these, the oceanic crust is nowhere older than 200 million years. We have completed the layer, thereby creating the new crust, and because of this spreading, the spreading crust sinks down at oceanic trenches and get consumed in the asthenosphere. And this process generally does not take more than 200 million years. So, and this is asthenosphere. From here, magma comes out, pushing these layers apart. And when this magma erupts at the mid-oceanic ridges, these ridges are very long, extending at the vast ocean. In the Pacific Ocean, we have the Ring of Fire. This is the example of mid-oceanic ridge. When these magma got spread on this oceanic crust, this formed the new crust, and because of the pushing of this oceanic crust, it got deformed and sink down at the trenches. This sinking down you will understand in the plate tectonic theory. This is how the seafloor forms, and this is all about the seafloor spreading theory. This theory has one limitations also. Limitation of seafloor spreading theory is that it only talked about oceanic crust, not about continental crust. आप इस डायग्राम में देख सकते हैं. One more diagram to explain you better. These are the convection currents in the interior of the earth moving in a circular directions, and because of this current, this magma rises onto the surface, creating the new crust. And because of this rising magma, these plates got pushed toward trenches and got deformed here, which got converted into again to magma. So this is the cycle of the formation and destructions of the seafloor. So this is for today's lecture of the seafloor. I hope the class is productive for you. Thank you.